analysis project is about the extra gum commercial, the story of Sarah and Juan. Now, it goes along to tell us about how Sarah and Juan have this love connection over the sharing of extra gum. And it goes along and starts off with how Sarah is going to school and sees Juan and thinks he's really cute. And there's an automatic kind of connection between them. But none of them goes to say anything because it's high school and it's awkward to talk to people. And so one day, Sarah drops her books in the hallway and Juan rushes over to help her. And then in return, Sarah gives him this piece of gum as kind of repayment and a thank you for helping her. And so they kind of just fall in love and they share their first kiss, their first snow day, their first going off to college, and their first work day together, and they fall in love. With each memory they make, they share a piece of extra gum with each other. And the story progresses until about Sarah goes off to college. And with each memory they make, without Sarah knowing, Juan makes a little drawing on a extra gum wrapper. And so one day, Sarah is coming home from her job, and she goes into this little cafe that has all of these drawings in them. And these are the drawings that Juan had made her. And she's going through, and while she's going through looking at them, we can see a memory pop up from each one. And it goes until she's crying, and she sees this little drawing about how Juan is going to propose to her. And so she turns around, and she sees that Juan is kneeling on the ground with a ring. And they fall in love, and they get married. This commercial allows the audience to pick up on the connection that having extra gum can bring together a connection with a loved one, a person of interest, or anyone really. So it creates a positive outlook on how gum can create happiness and the connectivity of sharing with others. In this video or commercial, I found 3 types of rhetorical devices, which include illusion, amplification, and diction. I also found all the points on the rhetorical triangle, which are message, purpose, audience, speaker, tone, style, ethos, logos, and pathos. I would be identifying all of them and giving you a description and also an example. Ethos is an ethical appeal. And so the whole commercial is about how extra gum wants to be perceived as good and a brand that spreads love and happiness. And so whenever there's sharing of gum, it shows a connectivity between 2 people because sharing is caring. And so whenever Sarah and Juan share their first piece of gum, or they share gum during any of their memories made, it allows the audience to make a connection about how their love has been created because the sharing and connectivity of extra gum. Logos is a logical appeal, and the story progression helps watchers have a logical appeal to the commercial. When there's a progression, it allows the readers to have a better understanding of how the story is being put together, and it guides their minds through how the extra gum made Sarah and Juan connect. The progression ties the story together. And so it starts out with Sarah dropping her books in the hallway and Juan helping her out. And so Sarah offers this piece of gum to Juan as a thank you. And so this allows them to bond, and over the years they get married and they share all these memories because of this connectivity of them and extra gum. And so the progression allows us to understand that throughout the years, extra gum has remained a constant in the progression and continuity of their love life and the spreading of their happiness. Pathos is an emotional appeal. This commercial is full of emotional appeals because it draws to the reader's emotions of love, sadness, and happiness, and they feel connectivity with Sarah and Juan as the story progresses. It draws people to buy the product because they associate the gum with happiness and love. When Sarah and Juan connect over the extra gum, it allows them to fall in love. This draws to the reader's emotions and makes them feel happy and more connected to the storyline, and they want to buy the gum more and are persuaded to. I'm now going to cover the subpoints of the rhetorical triangle. Message. The message that extra gum is trying to give us is that their gum brings people together and evokes happiness. Sarah and Juan fall in love over their connection of extra gum. Audience. They connect to the audience using people's appeal to love stories. They help communicate love and happiness by showing two people, Sarah and Juan, and their love connection through extra gum. Speaker. The speaker is the company Extra Gum, who provides the product and storyline. Another speaker is the cover artist Haley Reinhart and her rendition of the song Can't Help Falling in Love. This song that was chosen provokes the feelings of love and connectivity with someone. Tone. The tone can be dreamy because it is a love story, or sweet because it's very cute and sappy. Style. It is the mix of descriptive and persuasive because it describes the love story and connection over extra gum while trying to persuade people to buy it. Purpose. The purpose of this commercial is to get people to buy extra gum. The brand is shown a lot throughout the commercial. I'm now going to talk about the rhetorical devices I found in the commercial, how they're used, why they're used, and why it worked. Allusion. It was used by showing references to Sarah and Juan's memories throughout the whole entire commercial. It was used because it allows the audience to make connection in their minds. And it works because it allows the video and commercial to flow smoother and the progression to be easier. Amplification. The word love was used repetitively throughout the whole entire commercial. It emphasizes how love brings people together. It works because it draws people to buy gum because their minds associate it with love and connectivity. Diction. The song Can't Help Falling in Love was played throughout the whole entire video. It ties the storyline together, and it works because the song choice fits really well with the plot and helps readers understand the meaning.